This looks interesting. There's something missing here though. I can't quite put my finger. Oh yeah, there's only one chainring. Oh, this is SRAM's new 1x, Force 1. Looks all right. Let's take it for a ride.
This tune is a rhythm tune.
So me personally, I've always been enamored with the single chainring idea. I've raced cyclocross on a single ring for years. So far on this ride, I haven't found my left hand reaching for a shift lever yet. So obviously the biggest concern with the 1x system on the road is the range of gears, particularly climbing gears. We've been climbing here for about 10 minutes. I'm on a 42 chainring with an 1136 in the back. No complaints yet. Looks like I've still got one gear to go. So here we are riding along with US National Cyclocross Champion and SRAM sponsored athlete, Jeremy Powers. How do you see the 1x system translating onto the road?
I mean, I think it's a very simple system. And I think that the thing that's cool about 1x altogether is that, you know, I'm a cyclocross racer, but I primarily train on the road. I motor pace with this system. I'm doing off-road work. And on my home bike, I use a 46 1132. I've had a lot of success with all of those applications. I think it's a really nice way to kind of bring the simplicity and all of the positive things that CX1 had and bring it over to the roadside and let everyone else enjoy that as well.
Now this 1x11 is not a setup that you should expect to see in the pro peloton, maybe for certain time trial stages, but it's important to keep in mind that professional road racing is not what 1x was designed for. Let's put the gear ratios into context. I rode a 40-tooth chainring with an 11x36 cassette. That's not road racing gear range by any stretch, although SRAM's widest ranging 1x cassette will offer a 1042, which they claim reaches 97% of a Y-Fly compact drivetrain of 5034 and 1132 cassette. Using a 40-tooth chainring, which is what I rode, the highest gear possible, a 40x10, has a ratio of 4:1, which is just a little under 53x13 using traditional chainrings, or 50x12 on a compact crank. To put it another way, 40x10 at 100 RPM is 50.7 kilometers per hour, which is about 7 kilometers per hour or slower than an equivalent cadence on a compact ratio of 50x11. At the other end of the spectrum, if we look at the easiest gear my bike was equipped with, 40x36, at a cadence of 70 RPM, I'd be at just under 10 kilometers per hour, which is only slightly slower than a compact setup of 30x27. So what does all of this mean? It means that when using 1x, you might lose a bit at top speeds, but your climbing won't likely be affected. All right, well that was 40 miles, 3.5 hours over some pretty challenging terrain. First impressions of the SRAM 1x. I was on a 40-tooth chainring with an 1136 on the cassette. I used every gear on the climbs. It was a little spun out on some of the kind of false flat downhills. The roads were very, very rough. That didn't happen by accident. I think SRAM brought us out on those roads because they wanted us to see how there really is no chain slap, and there wasn't. The shifting was really crisp and clear. Am I sold on 1x? Tough to say. I don't like to be spun out, so I would probably try it with a 42-tooth chainring on the front. That said, I did use every gear on the climb, so it might be the type of thing you have to play around with a little bit to find the exact gear ratio for you, but it's definitely an interesting concept, particularly for that style of riding. For more GCN mechanical videos, click up here. For how-to videos, click down there. And to subscribe to GCN, click right here. Now if you excuse me, I'm gonna go have a recovery drink.